So let me fix this light. This light is too much. All right. So today's topic is going to be about overthinking stuff. I know we all do it at times where we overthink stuff. We have things that happened and we overthink it and make it bigger than it is. And in a lot of ways, it's not a good thing to practice, right? Because what ends up happening at times is we overthink stuff that's not even happening at all, right? The problem with this is we will make something that's not factual, no proof, no nothing, but it's just a feeling. And because of that feeling, we double down on it and make it a fact. And later on down the line, a lot of times we end up have to apologize for overthinking and thinking the wrong things. I know that hit a couple of y'all right now because I know a couple of you guys do that, where you think to yourself, like, I do overthink a lot. And a lot of times I do make my opinion a fact without any proof. That is very, very dangerous. Because if you think about the court system, right? Picture a person just go in there and say, I feel like this person stole from my car. No proof, no video footage, no fingerprint, no nothing. Just straight, I feel like this person stole from my car. And they manifest it, overthink it, believe it, and then present it to the police officer like, hey, he stole from my car. And the police officer is like, do you have any proof? No. Did you see him go into your car? No. Did somebody else tell you that he went in your car? No. But I feel like it's him. I feel like it's him. And because I feel like it's him, that's my opinion. And now I'm going to turn that opinion into a fact. And now you have this guy getting interrogated, getting arrested, and getting questioned because of a feeling, right? Let me take my jacket off because this is about to get serious. So just because you're an overthinker, you overthink everything that anybody say to you. Just because, all right. I think overthinking gives you a problem with trusting people. Overthinking lets you not trust people, which is very bad. Because if I tell you that I'm going to the store, you might overthink it and think, I'm not going to the store, I'm going to some girl's house, right? Or you might think I'm going to do something that you might not agree with. But you have no proof that I did, would, or do anything like that. But just based off your feelings in the moment, I feel like this is what he's going to do. I feel like this is what he did. And your overthinking would give you anxiety, which is not a good thing, right? So you're overthinking stuff, you're giving yourself anxiety, and what that does is make you be paranoid in some ways. Because every single time this person tells you something, you overthink it and you're paranoid because you don't know. What if you don't believe this person and you just automatically assume this person is lying. That is very unhealthy. In a friendship, in a business, in a one-to-one relationship, that is very unhealthy. Because one, at some point, you know what's going to happen? The person, it could be your friend, it could be your girlfriend, or it could be your boss or your partner at your job. What's going to end up happening? This person is going to get fed up with you. They're going to say, it doesn't matter what I say anymore because this person does not believe me. I could tell this person, this is what I'm going to do, and I could show them this is what I did, And in their mind, they're going to overthink in some ways and say, he must have did something else that I didn't see, and I'm going to make it a fact. So he told me he's going to the store. He took a picture of the store, but I'm going to overthink it and say, what did he do between the time of him leaving here and getting to the store? Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, who wants to live their life like that, where you're always being questioned, right? You're always, the person's always thinking that you're lying or you're being a fibber about something. Who wants to live their life like that? One, from the person that's actually feeling it, right? Or the person that's actually doing it. Neither parties win. Neither parties win. So you got to think to yourself, why do I overthink stuff? Is it something that's in my past? Something that I've endured in the past that I've never gotten over? Is it something that I went through previously that's making me treat and act towards this person this way? And now you got to think to yourself, does this person deserve it? This person didn't do anything to me. Probably the person in the past did something to you, but this specific person didn't do anything to you. So why would you sit there and do the things that you did with your old partner, your old friend, your own business partner? Why would you push that on to the new person, which this person have never shown you that they're that type of person? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, I had a bad experience with this girl. I never healed, did the proper work to get myself right, but I started a new relationship with a new girl. And because I see snippets, any little thing that this girl does to remind me of my old girl, it's going to trigger me. And it's going to trigger me to do what? Overthink. Hey, babe, we're going out for girls' night out. I'm going to the club with the girls. I'll be back. Are we going to this restaurant? We're going to this club, whatever it is. All right, no problem. The moment she leaves, what am I thinking? A bunch of stuff. My brain is a spiral. I'm like all over the place. She's probably going to this guy's house. She probably not with her girls. Even if she's with her girls, she probably with a guy that's with the girls that know about the guy. Like it's a bunch of stuff all going through your head, and you're like, yo, now you're at home. Instead of you actually doing something productive, right? Even if it's not something productive, instead of you just relaxing, watching TV, working out, playing your video games, doing something to pass your time that, I got a little time to myself, I'm going to enjoy this. But instead of you doing that, what you're thinking is, where is she? What is she doing? Who is she doing it with? Why is she not home yet? She told me she was going to be home at 10. It's 10:30. Why didn't she call me? Is she didn't call me because she with somebody else? Like, these are the things that's going to start going through your head. And you're going to do that every single time this person goes out. This is what you're going to do. You're going to overthink. You're going to watch. You're going to assume. You're going to stress, anxiety, and eventually you're going to go insane. You're going to go insane, and then you literally, all that stuff that you're doing is just killing you. That's all it's doing, is just killing you. You don't want to live your life like this. You don't want to live your life like that. You have to stop overthinking. You have to work with logics and facts. You have to go with proof, not just assume. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. It's not good for the person you're doing it to. And this is where you take the time to reflect on your actions, your emotions, and what you need to work on. A lot of times it has nothing to do with the person you're doing it to. It has a lot to do with your past. Either the person that did it to you before, or the things that you have seen growing up, either from your parents, from your family members, something has made you start thinking like that. And you don't want to think like that and go into a relationship, because you're bringing your toxic mentality into a relationship. your relationship is already doomed from the beginning because you didn't do the actual work to make sure you were good before you decided to go into a relationship. If you think like this, you are not mentally ready for a relationship. Do the work, do what you need to do from a therapist, whatever you need to do to get yourself right, to stop thinking like that. Do the work first before you bring that into a person that's at peace, a person that have self-love, a person that don't like stress. You fix all those problems before you bring it into that person, because it's not fair to the person that has done the work to not be like that, and for you to be like that and bring it to somebody that has done the work. It's not good at all, and the person is probably going to resent you, knowing that they were so good to you, they were so loving towards you, they were so helpful, supportive, all these things. And it's all because of your trauma, your past. You not doing the work to heal is why they had to suffer. And them suffering might even make it that you turn that person into something they never wanted to be, which is bitter, angry, and upset. So I'm going to give you guys one example before I end this video. So there was a book that I read, and basically it was two people, a man and a woman and her daughter. A woman and her daughter, right? They used to always go to the flea market, and they used to always go there and buy stuff. There is a guy that does stuff with pictures. They've done many work with him, so they know that he's actually like a person that's reliable, he's good. So what they did was they went there, they brought him a picture, they wanted to fix it or whatever they wanted to do with the picture. As usual, I got it, no problem. So the flea market is only open on weekends. So basically the following weekend they're supposed to go there and grab the picture. Now the following weekend comes and they go there and they realize the person is not there at all. The booth is not there, the person is not there. They're asking everybody else, have you seen him? They're like, oh no, you haven't seen him. We don't know what's going on. We haven't seen him. So they're like, that's weird. He's never done this before. So they said, you know what? We'll come back next weekend. Following weekend comes. They look. It's not there again. Booth is not there. Everybody's saying we haven't seen him. And now it's like, what's going on? He's never done this before. Did this guy steal our money? Nah. Next weekend comes. And they go there again to look for him. And again, he's not there. So now it's like it's getting aggravating. It's pissing him off because it's like, yo, we paid him already for this work. And ever since we paid him, we haven't seen him. And that's now going on 3 weeks. 3 weekends now. We went and this guy is nowhere to be found. So now that is really starting to piss them off because it's like, we already invested in this thing and this person don't message us, he don't call us, he don't say nothing. No, nothing from this guy. He just ghost. So they start calling him, they're calling his phone, they're not getting nothing. And it's like, now the overthinking comes into play, right? Now they're overthinking. Did this guy steal our money? Was he always like this? But he never showed his side. They started rambling about a bunch of stuff. And they came another weekend after that and they realized he's not there again. So now it's like whatever they were thinking over the past couple of weekends, now they definitely believe it. Because it's like it's consistent with every single weekend they're trying to call this guy. Nobody's seen him. They don't know where he's at. He's not at his booth. He don't come back to the flea market anymore. And they're just thinking like, ever since we gave him that money, he has never came back to the flea market from then. So it has to be that he stole the money, you know? And they were frustrated, they were angry, and it pissed them off a lot. And long story short, what ended up happening was they finally got in contact with him. and they found out why he hasn't been at work for the last couple of weeks. He had a stillborn. His wife was pregnant, and his wife had a stillborn. And ever since that happened, he just went ghost. He hasn't spoke to any family members, no friends, no work, no nothing. He was just finished. And right there and then, the mother and the daughter started feeling like straight crap. Because in their mind, they're like, yo, he stole our money. He's a thief. I can't believe he did this. They started thinking all the worst things with no proof. Listen to what I'm saying. They had no proof. They had no facts. It was all opinions and feelings they was going off of. All opinions and feelings they was going off of. And not knowing that this man was in his house, bawling his eyes out, suffering because he just had a stillborn. He just lost his first baby. And him and his wife got to sit there and endure that, you know? And this is why I said it's not good to overthink, because they know that he never did this before. But instead of them focusing on the facts
it's 10 a.m. It's time to stand up and stretch. Let's take a break for 10 minutes.
Don't tell me what to do. Back to you guys. So yeah, so they ran with it, and now they feel like crap because they realized they was all over the place. This man has never shown them that he wasn't reliable or consistent or he's a thief or nothing like that. But they started overthinking stuff with no proof, no nothing. All they know is this man is not showing up, and they don't know what's going on. They don't have no clue what's going on with this guy, but they automatically jump to the conclusion of he's a thief, he's this, he's that, he's that, and they end up regretting it. And this is why I said, you don't want to be that person where you overthink stuff, think the wrong thing, make it a thing, present it to the person as a fact when it's an opinion, and then later on have to apologize to that person for what you just did. That's one thing you don't want to do. So I just wanted to put that in there. And I know it made the video longer, but hey, you guys are here because you guys believe in what I'm saying, and you guys think what I'm saying is logical or factual. So yeah, thank you guys. All right, I'm not gonna make this video too long as usual, but you already know what it is. I'm very grateful for all my subscribers. As you can see, I'm trying to keep up with dropping more videos, but yes, overthinking, it's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. All right, so you already know what it is. Have a good day. Be grateful for everything that you have. Just always understand that the road is bumpy, and you're not the only one driving on this road. It's all about when you hit that bump, what's going to be your reaction. And that's what makes us different. How we react when we hit those bumps. I already know what it is. Peace.